Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel, Jane Lorenzo.
Wait, what did you say?
Jane Lorenzo.
Have a good one.
You guys better subscribe and watch my friend on his YouTube channel. He is kicking ass.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of the series premiere of Legacies on the CW, which is obviously episode 1, season 1, called This Is the Part Where You Run. So yeah, literally just got done watching the premiere episode of Legacies. And of course, being a major fan of both the Vampire Diaries and the originals, I definitely had to check this out and do a video on it. I've been, fairly interested for a while now, ever since it was announced. Ever since we got through the final season of the originals. Got a Klaus poster up there, which I'm hoping to get signed at the final TVD convention in Chicago next year. Joseph Morgan, incredible actor. Klaus is one of my all-time favorite characters in any show, movie, or just book, any fiction. So of course I'm going to watch the show led by his daughter. And he also has some TBD ties to with it taking place in Mystic Falls, which we wouldn't necessarily know if we weren't told, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. And if it wasn't for Sheriff Matt Donovan. We'll talk more about that later. So I was looking forward to it, sort of a cautious optimism. I do think, I'm not entirely sure how necessary this show was yet, but I'm willing to see, the quality of it and see its own merits. And overall, I thought this premiere episode was alright. I like Danielle Rose Russell. I think she's done a fine job since the original's final season. She hasn't really blown me away yet, but she's shared some pretty good, more emotional scenes with Joseph Morgan and the original's final season. So I think she's fine. I'm willing to see her progress and everything. And it's great that we have Matthew Davis here again as Alaric Saltzman. He's kind of the glue. He's the thing holding it up for me and really kind of, keeping my interest and making me watch for probably as long as I will. Of course, this takes place sometimes after the originals ended, and we see Hope. She's still at the Salvatore, school. And, you see Landon, brought into it and everything like that, who we met in one of the originals episodes. And throughout, we meet some of the other students. We see a grown-up, Lizzie and Josie, Alaric's daughters. Which was, alright, I guess I should probably get to this. And there's, MG, or, I don't know, I forget his name. Who's Alaric's assistant and everything, and then you have Penelope, who's one of the sister's ex-girlfriends. But she seems a bit Catherine Pierce-like. I don't want to give her that much credit, but she's very conniving and manipulative and stuff like that. So they're trying to give us an array of characters, I guess. But my main issue with this, we basically see the school through Landon's eyes in this episode, because we find out that, he's not real, as far as we know, not aware of all these supernatural entities that are out there. So basically you get like a tour of the school and thus a tour of the show through his eyes, and it was alright. Again, I keep saying just alright. And unfortunately that's all it kind of was for me, at least to start here. And like I said, I like Danielle Rose Russell. I really like Alaric, Matthew Davis. He was one of my favorites on TVD. So I was pretty excited to have him as a lead character at least. But as far as the rest of the cast, I can't really say I'm overly keen on them yet. I mean, we also have Landon's friend, Raphael, played by Payne Alex Smith, who I actually like probably a little bit more than Landon, honestly. He's a werewolf just triggered his curse after a car accident, that killed his girlfriend. So he's alright, but besides that, I just don't really care or feel that intrigued by anyone else yet. Like Lizzie and Josie, they're alright. I do kind of like the actress playing Lizzie, but there are just some moments where she didn't really quite hit acting-wise. And MG, and just I don't really care for Landon either. And just some of these actors, for me, they're just coming across a bit bland. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel pulled in or interested at all. I'm watching because I feel I owe it to Michelson Legacy, Hope, and Alaric again. He's kind of the thing that's keeping it staple at all for me. I don't know. I mean, I know TVD wasn't perfect right away, but I still felt like more of an initial sort of magic or like specialty about it that I don't feel here. And the originals was very good right off the bat, honestly. So I don't know. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna try and review as many of these episodes as possible. I think it's 13 episodes for this first season. I'm not sure though. Okay, it might be 16 episodes apparently. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I wasn't overly impressed by it. We see like the Stefan Memorial Room, which is basically a room we had seen quite a bit on the Vampire Diaries, and I think we're going to see some Catherine Pierce stuff later, which would be cool. But we see this dagger, which is stolen at the end of the episode. Ironically, they all think it's Landon. He did take it, but then they find the bus, and it's like everyone's burned on it and everything. I was like, oh, okay, the bland love interest is going to turn out to be the villain, so we can at least see him die eventually. But no, they spoil it for us in the preview like a 30 seconds later. It's like a fire-breathing witch next week or something. Okay. I just don't know how this is going to work. I guess they're trying to instill some Case of the Week stuff in it, but I don't know, it just feels like they're padding out a story that they don't have. Then I don't know, it works for some shows, others it doesn't. I guess we'll see how it goes. I just don't know. Like, this the Landon character for me, I don't really like him as a lead. He feels like a side sort of supporting or reoccurring character, and everyone else isn't quite clicking with me yet, besides Danielle Rose Russell, who's doing a fine job still, and Alaric, thank Klaus, he is there. Otherwise, I wouldn't really know what to do. We also have Zach Rohrig appears Matt at the end of the episode. Yeah, Sheriff Matt Donovan. Didn't really care for him either on Vampire Diaries. I hope he appears often enough to get killed eventually. I think that'd be good. He's just going to be like an unnecessary thorn in Alaric and Hope's side, I feel like, so. Overall, I wasn't too thrilled about it. I mean, I want to watch. I hope it gets a bit better. I will keep watching for a while. But for now, I'm giving this episode probably around between like a 7.7 and maybe an 8 out of 10 if I'm feeling generous or kind of sentimental. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought about this one. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.